On average, a person checks their social media accounts around 150 times a day. This is not a coincidence. Apps are specifically designed for this purpose. Big companies invest enormous amounts of money to understand what we do and why we do it. Endless new content, infinite scrolling, notifications. They all have one single goal: to trigger dopamine release. If the first thing you do when you wake up is check your phone, it means you're doing yourself a serious harm. Now let's talk briefly about brainwaves. The human brain has 4 main wave states. Beta, the state we are in right now, awake, alert, aware. Delta, deep sleep. Alpha and Theta. These are the truly important ones. Theta is the state right before falling asleep and right after waking up. We can call this the creative state. You know how tons of ideas suddenly come to your mind just before sleep? That's why, at that moment, the brain is very deep, yet very open. Here's something interesting. We also enter the Theta state while showering. That's why your best ideas come in the shower. Your mind drifts, your thoughts wander. A big part of what I do is actually this: showing what people can't see. Telling them, this isn't magic. There's a method behind it. Just above Theta, there's the Alpha state. Alpha is the best state for learning. You're relaxed, but still aware. This is also the state we enter during meditation. Critical thinking quiets down, and information is absorbed more easily. For example, when you call out to someone watching TV and they don't hear you, that person is in the Alpha state. That's why commercials, TV shows, and sports broadcasts are so effective. We also teach languages this way. We put the person into a relaxed Alpha state, and they start learning without even realizing it. But what do schools teach us? Math, physics, English. Do they teach how to learn? Unfortunately, no. No one teaches you how to focus, how to read faster, how to remember what you learn, how to make better decisions. These are the real missing pieces. Now we're getting to a critical point. When you wake up, your brain is between Alpha and Theta, extremely sensitive. If the first thing you do is check your phone and see bad news, the chances of having a bad day increase dramatically. That's why awareness is crucial. You should meditate in the morning, but not because it brings peace. Think of it as a mental workout. When your mind wanders, notice it and return to your breath. This strengthens your brain. Another very important thing: own actions, not labels. People wake up and say, I hope I'll have energy today. I hope I can focus. I hope I'll be creative. But these aren't things you have, they're things you do. You don't have energy. You do things that create energy. You don't lack focus. You lack the habits that build it. The same goes for memory. If you want to increase your confidence quickly, learn about brainwaves. I'm serious. You'll feel the difference instantly. They say knowledge is power, but that's not entirely true. Knowledge becomes power only when you use it. Many people read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, yet make no real progress in life, because they don't apply what they learn. There's also this: just as you can learn, you can also forget. If you don't review something, you forget 80% of it within 48 hours. So, don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. Avoid screens before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin and ruins sleep quality. Personally, I write my goals down at night. I fall asleep with them. I wake up with them. And in the morning, I don't touch my phone until I complete at least one item on my list. You can call this a trust agreement with myself. Try this experiment. For 1 week, leave your phone somewhere away from your bed. After waking up, don't touch it for the first hour. And remember this, don't move according to the environment. Create the environment. Live your life the same way. Don't be dragged by circumstances. Be the one who sets direction. Now let's talk about a very powerful technique. What I'm about to teach you is actually this. How to program yourself. All of us have been programmed since childhood. Family, environment, society, advertisements. But most importantly, ourselves. Thought, emotion, behavior. Whatever you constantly tell yourself, you become. In the first 7 years of life, the brain is in the theta state. That's why children believe everything. The programs installed during that period control most of life. But here's the good news. You don't have to live your past. The subconscious changes in 2 ways. Repetition. Focused, trance-like states. That's why the phrase acts as if exists. If you're not happy, keep saying I am happy. At first it feels silly, but repetition convinces the subconscious. Finally, there's a critical system, the reticular activating system RAS. This system is the brain's filter. It shows you what you focus on. That's why writing goals, visualizing, and positive thinking work. Once you hold an image in your mind, your brain works 24/7 to make it real. Athletes use this. Business leaders use this. The difference isn't luck, it's focus. Before you sleep, spend the last 5 minutes, not worrying, but visualizing the person you want to become. Play a short movie in your mind. Do this consistently for 2 weeks. You'll notice yourself becoming stronger, clearer, and more confident. This isn't magic. It's understanding how the mind works. And remember, what you can see in your mind, you can create in your life. We've come to the end of our video. Thank you for watching. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and like.